Satnam, happy new moon in Gemini. So happy to share some of this wisdom, some ideas of what you can do, and giving you this message that this moon has some long-lasting power. Why? Because it's connecting with its opposite sign, Sagittarius, and Jupiter. Jupiter is in Sagittarius, and so there is this added blessing, added energy to things that you want to create. And because Gemini, can often change its mind a lot, what you can really move to and grow with right now, just know you may change it up or switch the direction a bit, and that's going to be okay because this all started in the light of the new moon in Gemini. The biggest thing is truth. There's a truth serum to this new moon, and it's about you being truthful with you. I really had such an amazing morning with Guru Ratana, and she said that she was saying this in our video, and I have been sensing it in the classes I'm teaching. What came up for me is I often want to share my truth with somebody else to either be validated, to be healed, to know what their wisdom is about it. I don't spend a lot of time, and I'm wondering if this is true for some of you out there, that this is my truth. This is what will work for me, and to stay with that. And so Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury we think of talking, thinking, computers. That's the output. But just like that output goes out, the input is listening deeply, listening to my truth, listening to your truth, and letting that spark the soul, spark your intuition. So I've had some amazing things in the last couple days that have happened that only I know, and for some reason, like one of them was not so good and two were really good, that I just sat with it to find out, like, what do I feel about it? So I really want to give you that opportunity to take some moments after you watch this video and deep breathe into maybe there's something about you or something that's going on that only you know. And to not overshare right now. Instead, listen deeply to your soul and the infinite, and open up your intuition, because this is a very creative moment. And some of it is creation is coming up from our shadow, and like our pain and our wounds, and what we might create from it, other people will actually be healed and entertained and enlightened by it. But it's coming from our darkness, and we have to first understand that. And even in this things that it's creating, it doesn't mean we're running around going, oh, this is my thing I need to tell you. And it's beyond words. So all this Mercury energy is like, what is beyond words? I had a real experience in Kundalini teacher training that I was leading this weekend. On Sunday, we got really into some things that needed to be healed and a lot of words, but then trusting the process and being a teacher for so long, letting it take us into a vortex that was beyond words, that was a deeper, more significant healing that opened up intuition, lessons, and wisdoms for them. So this is happening for you. Maybe there's something that you've been struggling for, and something like twisted or turned, and you need to understand that right now. And what the biggest thing I want you to understand is that whatever's going on right now is also such a gift. I know some of it hurts. Like I have somebody in my life that might have to give up a pet they love because it's just, but it's beyond the way it looks. There's a deeper truth. And in this, beyond the truth in the situation, creates this energy that's coming from the well of your humanity that is going to be, it could be lucrative, it's going to be well received, it's going to last into October, November, into December. It's going to twist and turn, and it's going to be a creative expression and healing. So that is my message to you about this new moon. So take time to journal. Take time to, this is about, if there's been something you've been wanting in the next 3 days, now's the time to say it. This is what I want. This is what has to happen. You know, that kind of happened to me yesterday. It's like, this will not go on anymore. This is how it has to go. So it's a courageous light of truth. So you must know what's going on with you. So interesting in that, just to give you an example, like I didn't tell them all the things that made me feel and what I was and my truth. I was in a place of leading. So I took my truth, let it create something beautiful for other people, which meant being courageous, taking direction, and leading. So this is what is happening for you right now. Your truth is moving creation literally through you. It's making a big thing. And if you look at where your Gemini is in your chart, you can bet that that's going to be a lot where that's going to happen. So it's like my Sagittarius is in the 5th, you know, family, friends. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, okay? That 11th house, it's just before evolvement. That's where my Gemini is. It's that higher mind. It's the higher kind of communications, right? It's not Instagram. It's not my newsletter. It's not even what I say in the class. It's what I say to me and to God and when I listen. So if you ever need help with that, you know, please make an appointment with me. I do these cosmic readings and then a healing based on that. I'm a very different kind of astrologer. I look at your tantric numerology and your astrology, but in a very specific way, and then create a healing for you, because I think it's more than to just hear a bunch of information. We want to do something with it. So last tip, the really good stuff to do in this moon, this new moon, would be Sat Kriya, which is we bring our hands together, we extend our Jupiter fingers, which is so good. We're extending into Jupiter, where that opposing energy that's creating such juice today in the next few days. We cross our thumbs over each other. Ladies, you want the left on top. Guys, you want the right. What we do is we take this mudra and we bring it over our heads. And we say the word Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And you want to pull the navel in. Sat Nam. Do this for 3, 5, 7, 11 minutes for the next 7 days. When you're done, sit in meditation for the equal amount of minutes. So if you did it for 3, sit in meditation for 3, 5, 5. Give an equal amount. So here is the sending out. Sat Nam. Truth is your identity. Truth is the core of who you are. The truth of your soul is never going to change. And when we quiet the mind, we can hear that. So Sat Nam. And then we really become stable and grounded and in our truth. When we come out of the Kriya, we listen. Listen deeply. Listening is the main thing that this moon is pushing us forward. And we keep circling around that. And we're going to do that through this whole year. You know, when I was with Guru Ratana, she said, thinking is not the thing. It's so not the thing. You know, sometimes we think thinking is then we're in our mind, but as soon as we actually think, then the conscious mind is off like thinking. And then the subconscious mind starts running your life again. It's when we come into the neutral channel, when we stop grasping. We've already put the railroad tracks down. The train is going in the right direction. Now, sit and listen. Happy new moon. So much love to you. See you soon. Tomorrow, I'll be at the Great Divine Flow teaching the Women's Elevation. And it's going to be an amazing Kriya that's really going to bring us into our creative energy from the shadow place of truth. And then on Wednesday night, it is finally time for the Tower of the Light. We'll do one more big energy about this new moon. And what we're going to do, you know how we journey. The journey is actually going to be into the depths of the mind. Very Mercury and Gemini. But what we're going to access that place that is like the entire universe in the center of this head. So it's going to be awesome. Mary Magdalene is creating a training with me. So we'll be training people on how to do Tower of Light healings on themselves and do the workshops. And the first one's going to be on January 31st. It's a weekend, and we're doing it on January 31st because that's her birthday. She's an Aquarius 4, more Capricornian. You can see that in her discipline and her hard lessons, which you'll learn about when you take the course. So much love to all of you. Sat Nam.